Well guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a long time since I posted another video, but we've been busy. We got a 1995 GMC Vandura 2500 Rally. It's got rally wheels on it. It's actually the second to last year that the Vandura was made. It's got a 350 with a 4L60E trans that's on its way out, so we got to replace that. Other than that, mechanically, it's a solid van. Let me take you around it and we'll show you what we got. As you can see, this is not a passenger van. This is the cargo version, so it's very basic, which is fine with me. Easier to work on. You can kind of see on the hood slash the top of the roof, it's got some hail damage, so we have a second hood to replace this one, even though this one doesn't look too bad. Wheels and tires are in really good condition. You might actually see some wheels like this like on a old school Camaro or something like that. But overall, very good condition. Rides down the road very nicely. It's 2500, so it's got some pretty heavy duty suspension. Everything is shared with like a Chevy or a GMC truck of this same year. So it's got independent front suspension with a solid axle with leaf springs in the back. It's got an add-a-leaf, so it sits at a rake right now, which is not awesome looking, but it'll help when we load it down with a bunch of camper junk in the back. Exhaust, as you can see, is hanging down a little bit, so gotta get that fixed soon. It has a really big fuel tank. I do not know the size, so don't ask. Round back, it's got a hitch. It's got a 7-pin and 4-pin connector on the back. NFL 7100, don't ask me why, but that's the last owner's thing. Glass, plexiglass. One of them broke, so I guess he replaced it with plexiglass. We actually have another plexiglass for this side, if it breaks. Inside, bare bones basic, but that's okay, that's what we want. Took the liberty of already sanding and grinding down some of the rust spots in the back yesterday, and we are starting to prepare for undercoating on the bottom and undercoating on the top here. So this is what it looks like in its most raw state before we start doing anything. Around the side, very minimal door dings, and I actually just noticed this right now. There is some decaling right here. You can see this is part of a school district at one point, Northwest something or another, so actually kind of funny to see that right now. All of the trim is along the side, so that's really cool. I know my wife pointed this out one time. What are these? These are the door hinges. They're mounted on the outside. You can tell it's an old van when you have door hinges on the outside. Again, these just open up, nothing crazy or special on the inside, but got a nice little step. These vans were made from 1973 to 1996, and this is a 1995, so it's the last year, almost the last year of these vans. It's a 5.7 or 350 engine, and it pulls pretty good. I'm not too sad about that. Crank windows, door handle, corner windows, very basic, very clean, very easy. It's got a brand new air conditioning system. Got just replaced with the new condenser pump and recharged, so that's really nice. It blows cold from startup, so that's great. All right, we're in the front driver's seat. Sorry if it's a little loud. Air conditioning is on high. It's a hot day here in Texas. We got the apply to shift from park, 4-speed automatic with the overdrive here. We got windshield wipers, lights, very basic in here. Comment below if you guys know what these are for. It's probably in a higher model of the van or something. Maybe these were gauges at one point. Let me know. It's got a very basic radio with one working speaker, but it's there. It's got a cigarette lighter right in here. Yeah, very basic, but everything's clean. Everything works. Great headliner. Dome light works. These seats do not recline, so very weird to get used to that, but they work. Let's go for a drive and see how this thing does on the road. So as you can see, it's a little bit bumpy over bumps, but it soaks it up really good. It's got the independent front suspension, like I said, with some weird coilover shocks up front. Somebody put those on. With the transmission, you have to let off when it shifts from first to second, so it still drives just fine, but definitely needs to be replaced. cruise no problem at 70 miles an hour on the freeway. This does not have cruise control, so it's a little hard to modulate the throttle and your speed, but other than that, it's fine. Needs an alignment, as you can see. It's a little crooked, but overall very happy with the van, and glad we got this van when we did, because it was a very narrow time margin to get in and buy it. So if you guys want to follow along with us on this build, this is going to be a hopefully 6-month process, and you'll be able to follow along with all the steps along the way to make this into a weekend camper getaway van. So the link is going to be posted below for our new channel. It's called Kupfer Kamper, and it's going to be me and my wife showing you all the steps for the van, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks.